Okay. Let's go. What was I up to? Alright, let's look at finishing some zones. Hey Jared. How are you going? Yeah, I'm pretty good. I'm a little bit sick, but hopefully not too bad. I think I have... Yeah, I think I have an idea for this level. It happens. Hopefully it just goes away soon. Okay. So let's get ourselves 2 keys. And then I want to say... Yeah, now I want to say that I control the keys and bubble. Oh, no. Oops. Just the keys. Because then I can say that one of these is open. Oh, hi everyone. Just so I got bumped up of visitors. Right, I'll try and explain things a little bit as I go. This game is Bob Is You. If it doesn't make any sense at the moment, hopefully it will after a little while, but basically all of these sentences make rules for how the game works, and any sentence not on the screen means it's not a rule. So this water at the moment says it's stop and shut, which means normally I couldn't walk into it, but because the key is open and shut cancelled out, and if I walked into it I would open the water and then the key and the water would get destroyed. But that's not the case. That's not something I want to do, because then I will lose my only control in the game. So I'm not going to do that. Instead, I had this idea where... Oh, hang on. Okay. So I had this idea where... Just to work out if it works. Yeah, okay, I think this works. Okay, so this is a level I've looked at a lot in the past, and I had an idea for that I wanted to try before I went on to anything else. Which point I've almost finished this world, so let's look at dim signal, and I'll try and explain things for anyone that's new. Thank you. Yeah, I've been staring at them for a long time, and I just wanted to try that idea on the stream before I saw if it actually worked or not. So this level is a harder version of another level. It's a harder version of this level, and in this level the trick was... What's the trick? That's right. It was to say flag and rock is win. And the way that I did that was by moving... How did I do that? yeah, I moved the cog, I think, and I moved the robot. So if I put the robot here, then I can say robot is move, and I can let time pass, and then I can cancel robot is move when it's in the right position, and then I can get the cog, and I can say cog is push, which lets me position the cog. More just off-stream thinking, but yeah. Then I can position the cog here, then I can use the same trick. Say cog is move, and now I just have to move it. I have to break the rule as the word's in place, and now flag and rock is win, so I can touch the flag and win. That's the basic version. I'm going to hopefully solve the harder version, although I'm not sure why it's harder. So let's look at the rules. I think it's pretty much the same as last time, except we have an extra and. So obviously they want us to make flag and rock and ice is win. I think I have an idea. I haven't really put much thought into it, but robot is move. Oh, wrong word. Flag and rock and ice is win. Yeah. Robot is move. I can wait for the robot to be in the right position. And we can get rid of that. Now, obviously we only have one cog to use, and we have a bunch of, we have two words we want to insert. We have the word and, whoops, and we have the word is. And so I think what I want to do is work out what useless words we have, which I think in this case is the word robot and the word stop. I'm not going to use those words for anything else. So I can say cog is push, and I can put it there. Now we can say cog is move. And the idea is that the words robot and stop will form a kind of buffer, and it'll force the cog to turn around, but without pushing the word and too far in. Ooh. I wonder if that idea works. Maybe make a back and forth thing to carry the word, like cog and robot on each side. And I think that would work, but the problem is I wouldn't be able to dislodge the whichever thing's on the right side. Like, it's just going to end up stuck there anyway. I don't know if that saves me anything. I think this way is at least going to be a lot easier. I can just do this and then do that, and that's the answer. Okay, so that one wasn't too bad. Just realizing that there was some spare words. Now if we finish this area. Did not mean to do that. Yeah, I think lucky start maybe. So I've completely finished 3 areas. I'm going to see how many I have in here. Well, I only have 2, but I think I had a lot of trouble with both of these. Let's have a quick look at this in case I have some new inspiration. What was this? Okay, so leaves are teleporters. The, what's it called? The foliage is sync. And then I have this rock I can push. So I could sync that, but then I'm never going to be able to get this ghost to the key. Now the ghost is shut and the key is open, which means if the ghost and the key can touch, then they'll destroy each other. And the ghost has flag, so the flag will pop out of the ghost. I can touch the flag, and because flag is win, I can beat the level. That's the idea. The problem is getting the key to the ghost. Now, the key, as far as I can tell, I have no way of moving. So somehow I have to use the teleporter, I suppose, to get the ghost down here, and then I can push it over to the key. So I think that's what I have to do. There's just no nice way of getting around those corners above me. So I have to work out a way of using the teleporter. The problem is, if I want to move the teleporter, I can do that. That's not bad. But I can only move the leaf over here. I can't take the teleporter and then push the leaf around, which is what I would hope to do. And as far as I can tell, Rock is Telly doesn't do anything useful. Oops. I mean, I can't get out of here anyway, but even if I could, there's only the one rock, so it's not going to teleport anything to anywhere else. The other idea is to say Rock is Leaf. So now I have 3 teleporters. But I'm still not quite sure why this is useful. So Leaf is Telly. So now I can have this fun little ride around like this. Now if I said, let's just start again. One idea is I can do this. And then I can say Rock is Leaf. And now I have a way of teleporting the key around. So I can get the key into a slightly more favorable position. The problem is I still don't know how to move these leaves. Well, move these leaves, I guess. Because as soon as I say leaf is push, I can say leaf is push and leaf is telly. But I think that doesn't let me actually... Oh! Yeah, so the problem here is I can't use the leaf, I just get pushed into it instead. But maybe... Oh, I have an idea. I'm gonna have to undo this word. Now... Okay, so the idea I have is if I can say leaf is push, it's not a great spot for the leaf to be, then I can place the leaf here maybe? Now I'll interrupt that. I'll say leaf is push again. No, that's not going to work. Okay. What I want to do is, yeah, make leaf is push true at the exact same moment that I step onto it. Like that. Now hopefully, yeah, I can push the leaf while it's still teleporting the key just to make sure the key's not there at the time. Okay, I think this will work. I just have to be careful. There we go. And I can just ferry it across like this. Oops. Oh, at this point it's easy. based. Yeah, I did that. I looked at that a while ago, and I just had no idea. I think it's that whole weird moment when you change the rule. You can do tricks then. Yes, then this level. This level is also one I looked at and just didn't know how to solve. What do we have? So hedges stop, so let's ignore everything. Hedges stop, so everything outside of this weirdly shaped area I can't change. Key is open, fungus is shut, and fungus has flag, and flag is win. So if I can get the key into the mushroom will change into a flag, and I can touch the flag and win. The main problem is foliage is defeat, so I can't actually go anywhere near the mushroom at the moment. What else do we have? Oh yeah, fungus is pull. So if I can get some stuff in front of the fungus, I can pull it down. So maybe that's the trick. Okay, yeah, that seems to make a lot of sense. So I will say leaf is pull. And now I can do this. Just get these out of the way. So I can't walk into it. I have to pull it away like that. Pull is a bit of a weird rule. Yeah, if I'm moving directly away, they follow me down. I can also say key is pull, which is a nice way to get the key out of this little hole. Otherwise it would be stuck there. And while I have it there, I can... Let's just leave it there for now. Now if I say key is push... Okay, yeah, I think this works. I can do that. Oops. And I can make leaf is push, and I can push those forward as well. Now if I say leaf is move, I should be able to get the leaves to line up vertically underneath the mushroom. And the idea there is, like that, is if I can get all of these in a vertical line, I can walk here and take a step down, and I can pull them all down if they all have the pull property. So now if key is move, I've messed this up a little bit. Like that. Now I just have to make both of them pull. So key is pull and leaf is pull, like this. I can do this. And that gets me part of the way there. If I make key move, I think something weird will happen. Oh, huh. That is weird, but it's also not what I thought would happen, but that's perfect. Now I just need to get rid of the leaves, so leaf is push. Should do that, and then I can touch the flag and win. There we go. Okay, so that is this area complete. I did the same thing again. And now we have 4 flowers. Deep forest, I think, is... Yeah, there's a few levels there, so let's not worry about that for now. And the chasm... Chasm's done except for this one. That's right. Let's have a look at this level. I'm just going to drink some tea real quick. Okay, so let's quickly just go over what all the different words mean. Bubba is you and push. Bubba is you and push is weird. It's strange that I have to be labeled as push, but whatever. Flag is win. So obviously we want to make a flag somehow. Wall is stop. Wall is wall. That just means that I can't turn the wall into something else. I can't say wall is rock because it just won't let me. We can show you what that looks like. So it just gets crossed off because wall is wall overrides that. Wall is wall and not you means that I can't say wall is you. Otherwise I can take control of the walls and do something wacky that way. We also have belt is belt, so I can't change this belt into something else. And belt is shift, which means if I walk into the belt, it will move me in the direction it's facing. So it just operates like a travelator. And belt is not you, so I don't even know how I would make belt is me. Oh yes I do. Wait, no I don't. Oh whatever, that's fine. And then the other word we have to work with is the word word. And what this does is rock is word. It means that this rock acts like a word, like the word rock, the word for whatever it is. So if I, what would I do? I suddenly can't think of how to work with this. Okay, so if I said wall is word, then each of these walls acts as if it's the word wall. So I could do this to say wall is you, except it's stopping me from saying wall is you on the right there. But that's what the word word does. It turns all of the object listed above. It gives them all the property that they have the word for whatever they are. So somehow I have to use the word word to solve this level. And I'm not exactly sure how. Rock is word. So one idea is I can say rock, I can bring this U in. It always looks like it's designed to let it happen. And then I can say rock is you. And now I can move around as the rock. Makes sense. Now, the problem is if I go down, oh no, that works. Yeah, I could almost say rock is flag if I could now turn. Actually, let's do that. Yeah, so I think like this. Yeah, no, I definitely think this one is tricky. It's the last level of a very weird zone, so I'm absolutely not surprised. So one idea is I can do this. That doesn't actually help though. I can say rock is word. That means that the rock down the bottom now becomes rock is flag, which means it turns into a flag. And flag is win. So I mean that would solve it, except I also need to get the word not. No, I don't know what I have to do. Somehow I have to get out of this hole, which is impossible at the moment. But obviously I haven't used the word not at all. And I haven't really used the fact that we have this up here either. Like they've written wall is stop inside here on purpose, I'm sure. but I don't know what I can do about that. If I bring the not in, well, I can say not rock is word, and so now everything that isn't a rock counts as a word. So now bubba counts as the word bubba. So, you know, this is saying wall is bubba, but that doesn't work because wall is wall. But maybe there's some trick where I can use this fact to do something. I'm not exactly sure. If this bit of wall wasn't up here, I could say not wall is stop, which would negate the fact that wall is stop. So even though wall is stop in a corner, you normally can't break that sentence up. Saying not wall is stop would fix it, because it's no longer talking about walls, it's talking about everything else. But that doesn't work because of this wall. So let's undo that. I was walking around for a long time. But they've exposed this on purpose, I'm sure. And they've said, was this level? Yeah, this level said Bubba is push. So somehow Bubba is push is relevant here, but I can't quite see how. So I can say, I don't know if this is, I think that's inactive. Is it? I can't tell. Yeah, okay, that's not working. So another idea I had was to get that word down there. I don't know why that would be helpful, but if I could move it to the... Oh, hang on. Not wall is rock. Ah, I see. I see. That's it. That's the trick. Okay, so the idea I have is on the bottom left where it says not blank is blank, I can make that wall into the word wall, and somehow, and then if I can make the rock into the word rock, we have not wall is rock, which would turn the belt. No, a belt is belt. Oh. Okay, I'm stumped again. Let's go ahead with this and just see if anything happens. So first of all, we want to say rock is you, like this. Now I can move around. And now I can put it there. Now what I want to say is that wall is word and rock is word, but I don't think I can say those both at the same time. And by the way, if you have a solution, please don't tell me, because I'm going to try and struggle here for a while. Rock is word. So now we have not blank is rock, which isn't really useful, but maybe. What if I said you as word? Does that do anything? No, it doesn't even let me try. So this probably won't work, but wall is word, not wall is blank. Oh, no, okay. I think I do actually see it now. I had the right idea before, but not really the right execution. If I put the word here, then all I need to do is place the... I just need to get the rock to move the word is into the right spot. So first we'll say rock is you. Then we'll go over here. Whoops. We'll move the word is up and across. So now we have not wall is flag. This probably also doesn't work, but now let's just keep trying. Now I can say that wall is word. Oh. Okay, that also doesn't work. So I've said not wall is flag, but that includes Bubba. So if I do this, then the rock and me both turn into flags, which would be good, except now nothing is you, so I lose. So I want to also somehow say that flag is me, but that doesn't seem like it's possible. Yeah, exactly. That doesn't work at all. I mean, in my head, I'm thinking that I really want to get rid of the belts, but belt is belt. So, and belt is not you. So there's no way I can get rid of this belt here, as far as I can tell. I can't like unbelt it or something. So if I do this, the same problem happens. Rock is me, but now there's no rocks. So that's not useful either. I'm just having a look around and seeing if there's any words elsewhere that I could possibly use. Maybe there's not. This is an interesting level because there's lots of duds, unless I have to just use everything. It seems like there's lots of close solutions that aren't quite there. We have is flag. I can't make the walls into a flag. I can't make the belts into a flag. I could make Bubba into a flag, but I don't see how that's useful. Well, it's as useful as making the rock into a flag, I guess. Bubba is you and push. So we tried not wall is flag, and that failed horribly. Not wall is you almost works. But that just lets me move the rock around, because I can't control the walls, I can't control the belt. So at the beginning, after I move these words around, I can bring one with me up here. I can't bring both, so I try and bring both. I get stuck. I can kind of bring one down here. No, I can't really. They just get stuck as well. And how can I take control of the rock? I think I have to go up with the word U. In order to control the rock, I have to do this, like that. Which means I'm already up here, and all I can do is work with the word not. There we go. So once I'm in here, what can I do? See if there's something I can do with the word as well. If I say word is you, there's nothing. If I say word is rock, I think that does nothing as well. Okay. All I can say is something is word. I feel like at some point it has to be wall is word. But then I don't know what that does. In terms of the rock. Now I have to imagine the word wall written all around here. I mean, if Bubba was standing up here, where they are standing at the moment, I could say, like, wall is Bubba, but that doesn't help. Also, I don't have a good way of saying Bubba is word. I have to say not rock is word. Let's see if I can get, whoops. Let's see if I can get the word not in through here. I can't get stuck unless I do that to push it in all the way. Whoops. Let's just undo. This for a moment. Rock is flag when rock is word. I imagine you're saying move the rock into the bottom left, stick in front of the word flag, and then say rock is word. So that gives me a flag on the bottom left, but then I don't know how to get there. It just seems to be kind of stuck there. If I do this, I have the word not and the word you and the word. At which point I can say, what, not rock is you? Does that do anything? Let's me just move Bubba. It has to be something else. Let's try and get these words separated. They're kind of in the way at the moment. Also, I have to keep coughing, so I'm muting the mic occasionally. Sorry about this. Okay, there we go. Oh, so maybe one idea is to do something like this and have the word rock and the rock itself overlapping. At which point, if I say rock is word, then I can do this, and it's no longer true. Okay. I thought it might keep hold of the rule, if that makes sense. But it doesn't, so it doesn't help. Not rock is word. I'm just completely stuck on this one. I might move on rather than just struggling. Although at this point we have belt. If we make a sentence here, could we make a sentence here? No, we couldn't, because we couldn't get a block into this location. What if I went crazy and said I'm not sure. That doesn't work. I could say wall is word. Hang on, I have a silly idea. Not wall is word. That would give you Bubba to work with too. Wall would stop being word. Yeah. What if I said not wall is you? This is just an alternate way of doing what I was doing before, I think. I just say wall is word, and I can say not wall is you, and now I've got the rock again. But there's still nothing I can really do with this. So I have to somehow use rock as word. Okay, let's go back to something simple. Rock is word, rock is you. Throw this down here. Find a way to do that. There we go. Now if I make rock is word again, like that, then the rock becomes a flag. We have a flag. We have a flag. We just have to get to the flag. Or, I mean, the words isn't flag in the bottom left, they're written like that for a reason. Like, they're not written against the wall. They're written in such a way that I can move them. Like that. Well, that would just say, let's just for not wall is flag again. Hello, Vigardno. Let me catch up on the chat real quick. Not wall is you would let you control the flag. Don't know if that helps. That's a good point. Not wall is you. Let's control the flag. Okay, let's try that. That looks like a good start. Not, oops, one too many. Not wall is blank. And now I can move the word you in here as well. To eventually say not wall is you. First I will do this, just like before. Like that, to make a sentence as soon as we get the word word, which is a phrase I hate saying. Okay, good. So that's halfway. Now I can say not wall is you, and I can say wall is word. Oh! Oh, not wall is you, which means the flag is me. Yep, OptiTac, that definitely helps. Thank you. Let's just have a quick look at that again. It felt like I wasn't even doing anything there. And it's so annoying of them to put in all this space here. They chucked in blank is defeat for no reason. I can't see why that would ever be a problem. I mean, I can, because if rock stays as a word, then it's a problem. But, like, no one's going to fall for that. Like, that's so strange. So not wall is you meant that I could control the flag. As soon as we had a flag, flag is win. I'm the flag, we win. Okay. What a level. Okay, so that's 5 areas finished. I think these all have an annoying amount of levels to go. Let's have a little look at heavy words. I might ask for no big hints if possible, but feel free to ask clarifying questions or whatever else if you want. So this level I tried before and just got very stuck on. What do we have? We've got a stack of random words here, and that'll become relevant in a second. We have star is defeat and dust is defeat. This is dust over here. And dust is defeat and dust. So we can't turn the dust into a moon or something. We can't say, dust is moon and then moon is win or whatever. So there's no way of winning by touching dust, and there's no way of winning by touching a star unless we turn the star into something else, which is possible. Now, belt is shift. Whoops. Just means that belt is going to push us to the right, like we saw in the last level. Text is fall and float. This is the interesting thing. Text is fall means that it's kind of like a platformer. If I push the text, it will fall down as much as it can. Like this. Which explains this giant stack up here. I can push words off in any order to make all sorts of words like that. Now, do we have anything else? Wall and cloud is stop. Fair enough. And rocket is you. So the level looks like it wants me to do something like this. Star is push. We get rid of the star. We somehow make dust is weak. And we make moon is win. Both true. And then we come down here. We go through this, which is one way. We destroy the dust and we touch the moon. Now the reason this is a one way, I imagine, is because they don't want you to come through, destroy the dust because dust is weak, and then go back and then make moon as win and come back and touch the moon. They don't want you to do it in 2 parts. You have to set it up all at once. Now, I tried to do that before, but I think it's impossible because in order to use these words to say that dust is weak and moon is win, well, let's just quickly try it. Maybe that's easier. So there's moon is win, halfway there. Now all we want to do is say dust is weak. I don't think that works. Let's do this in a better order. Yeah, it's not going to work just because, like, if I got the word weak underneath the is, the moon and the win are still going to fall down. I would need a section where the ground is shaped like one of those Tetris pieces. I don't know how to call it, but it's got 3 across and then 1 in the middle. You need like a gap that was kind of that shape, but upside down, like a plus-shaped gap, in order to fit all of these letters correctly. So then I thought, well, maybe, you know, we've got these words over here, maybe we can use these somehow. But there's this huge gap here, and while star is push, sorry, that's not relevant. We have this huge gap here, and we can't just fill it up because then we can't possibly get through. So we can put some words in there, but then we can't cross this bridge. There's just this hole, and we can't throw things into it because then we can't get through. So it looks as if these words are completely separate from these words, but we can't form 2 sentences here at the same time, as far as I can tell, unless we can do something tricky with this dust. And so I think this dust is the key. I thought originally it was just there for you to test stuff on. So, you know, you can test, maybe you test dust is weak, like that. And you go, okay, dust is defeat, but dust is weak. Take its preference, and so I can destroy it like that. I thought maybe it was this little... does the cloud have a purpose? No, I think the cloud is exactly the same as the walls. They've just put it up here as a kind of decorative thing, so it looks like it's in the sky. But it could have just been walls, as far as I can tell. Yeah, so dust is weak. I thought maybe this bit of dust here was just there, so you can test that your idea works. However, after a while I started thinking, well, maybe the dust is there because what you're meant to do is make dust is push, using this push over here. And if you make dust is push, then you can push the dust into the middle of that cloud hole thing, and then you can turn around, come up behind it and push it out. And then you can use it to kind of maybe ferry across this gap, and then maybe you can use this is to do something useful. I'm not exactly sure. So that's my thought at the moment, is that the dust can be used to kind of ferry words across. Now this star, I can't touch it at the moment, but if I make star is push, then I can push it around. But I can also use it as a kind of weird bridge like this. And if I break that, well, that doesn't exactly work out. Actually, that's kind of a problem, in fact. But yeah, I had this idea that maybe it's possible to ferry words across by keeping the star where it is. There was another idea I had as well. I don't fully remember what it was. Yeah. The idea was to do something like this, but as far as I can tell, it just blocks the entrance. So there's no good will come of that. You could use it to place the column of words on the left to make 2 sentences. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's true as well. The dust could just be used, I guess, here. So I can make the sentences here. 1 sentence there, 1 sentence there, dust here. The problem with all of this is that I need to be able to push the dust. But push is over here and dust is over here. So I'm not exactly sure that would happen. If I try and do something fancy like this, I think it just doesn't work because it falls down. So it's almost like I need to do this first, but then the word push is kind of stuck in this awkward spot. But maybe there's a solution here. I'm not exactly sure. I would want to get, what would it look like? Oh yeah, also there's ideas of saying that star is moon, maybe? And then moon is win. Star is moon is win, could work. And then I wouldn't even have to go down there. The problem with star is moon is win, again, is that there's no way to kind of bridge this gap here unless I can move the dust. So maybe let's try this. I'm gonna just moon is dust. That's not useful. So maybe there's some weird kind of trick where I don't even know. Maybe I can say that. And then, oh yeah, so what was this thing? I can do this as well, that's right. But then we can't possibly get down there again. But I thought maybe I can do it. Hang on. Maybe there's a trick where I fill this with one more word, and then I can say dust is push. Let's fill it with the word moon. Oh, that's weird. Oh, of course, that's how it works. Okay, well. I'm gonna undo a little bit just so I can use the word win before dust. Would that work? We'll just waste some words for now. So if I can say dust is push, I mean, I've ruined everything else in order to do this, so I don't think this is going to be useful, but this is the idea. We come in here where we can bring this word around, or we can bring the dust around, I mean. Now, why that would be useful, I suddenly just don't know. But it seems like it would be there for a reason. The question is, what else can we do with these words? Like the is down the bottom could be replaced with the word week. We could have moon is, we could almost have moon is win over here, but maybe not. It's just such a strange level. Yeah, if we say star is push, there's just no way for the star to go. I can move it down and I can move it left or right, but I can't lift it back up. Like it looks like it's wanting me to just put it in the corner there, but that seems wrong somehow. There's almost enough room down here to make a some strange sentence. Maybe there's a trick with that. We just put a sentence down here. Yeah, what if I said, I'm not sure, dust is weak here. Let's see if I can write that, first of all. Let's go back a step. I'm happy to hear that you're in love with the level now. I'm not, but I can see how there's something nice happening, let's say. So, we can say dust is weak. Cool, now we can smash this for no apparent reason. Now I can almost say moon is win. Like, I can almost fit it down here, but just not quite. Well, maybe I can. What about if I shove this over there? Oops. I'll put that there. Now we can say moon. No, wrong one. Moon is... Okay, I guess this is honestly going to work. For some reason, yeah, for some reason I just did not think it would work. This stupid dust at the top is just what confused me. It just stood there tempting me to make use of it in some bizarre way. Okay, yeah, that wasn't too bad. I was overthinking it. Thank you. Oh, okay, now we have... This makes sense. This makes a lot of sense. Yes, I will definitely understand in the harder version. Yeah, let's have a quick look at the difference. I mean, there was elements here that just weren't getting used, so it makes sense that they would make a return in the other one. What's the difference? Wind moon is weak dust. Wind moon is weak dust. Wind moon is weak dust. The star is no longer down here, it's now up there. We still have star is push, but now the star is in a weird spot. But now we can use the star, which is good. Just like I thought we could use the dust. So we can say star is push. We can say dust is weak. Maybe we'll say that first. We'll do what we did last time. Like that. Dust is weak. Now I can smash that and bring this out. So this is kind of an easier version of what I thought I could do before. And now we can use this, possibly, maybe, to transport words. If I put a word on top and push it, it just falls through. Okay. Okay, interesting. That is interesting. Pretty sure this is the correct beginning for this level, but again, no guarantee. Now obviously there's a wall here, so getting these words into this spot is going to be tougher. There's also a spot missing there, so I can't just form the sentence. If I I can drop the word moon here, for example, and then move it left. I can drop the word is down. Oh, I would have to form the word inside here, which is maybe possible to do. So I would put down win, throw it over here, maybe here even. No, that would work. move the word is down, and then move the word moon down. So that's how you would solve it. But the problem is there's only one star, and with one star I don't think I can move words across this gap. Unless... Thank you for not spoiling this. Unless we do this. And now we can make kind of a staircase. Oops. Let's also do this. Okay, so now that it's vertical, which is a nice little trick it's done to me, I can do that. Oh no, I've done something bad. We'll have to undo. I just reset. I accidentally made the moon into dust, which is bad. Oops. There we go. No, that's also not correct. What am I doing? There we go. Dust is weak. Now we can move the star. And now we do want to keep dust is weak as a true fact. There's no way to rearrange the letters down here. I can say weak as dust, but that doesn't help. Maybe I don't need to do that. Maybe I can just position this there, but then this will fall down here and get stuck. Oh. What I would love to do is somehow be able to rearrange this word. Actually, maybe that's not true. If I ruin this, I can put this down here and I can make a sentence. I can move this across rather and make a sentence down there. But then the dust is no longer going to be weak, which means I'm going to get stuck. Oh, I could say star is moon. Maybe that's possible to say. Star is moon is win. Star is moon is win. Can I do that? So yeah, there's two options. First of all is I don't break this sentence. I keep dust is weak, which means eventually I can go through here and I can smash that. And I can touch the moon and win. Yeah, if I had a block here, we could do it as well by having a horizontal word. We could use this there and say moon is win, but yeah, the shape doesn't allow for that. Now, is there a way of getting these words? They just get stuck. I can't see a way to get these words across here into this part. Not unless I, first of all, go through and do that. And then we can do this. I mean, even that doesn't work, actually. Because we can't get through. Ooh. Well, maybe I won't spend too much more time in this level. Yeah, the option, the idea that I had was star is moon. Somehow rewrite that. I'm not sure how that would work. And then we can say moon is win. If I push weak left, we get this. Oh. What? Hang on. Oh, I can't push the words up because they fall. That would have been nice if I could. I could at least do that. Yeah, if I push weak to the left, we get this. I can say weak as dust or something, but it's kind of a... I don't think anything good comes of it. Yeah, let's give up on this. I've got no idea. 13, Skyhold. Oh no. Yeah, not gonna try this level. I did it last time on stream, just got stuck for a very long time. So let's not waste any more time with that one. Then we have Flower Garden, Volcanic Cavern, Mountaintop. I think Mountaintop I was close to doing, yeah. Mountaintop I did all but this one level. So I'll show you the easier level first. Here's the original version. It's very symmetric. We've got two bubbers, and I can make them push these rocks across. Now I can try and do the same with this rock, but I've broken the rule set, so I have to do this first. Now I can move this rock across. Now I can make them not push. And by the way, I can't step into the void because lonely Bubba is defeat, which means if Bubba goes to a tile where there isn't anything else, Bubba just dies. So now I can move across the rocks because I'm not lonely there. I can get to this key and its door. The key I can push up. I can then push the key across like that, and then we can push the door up into the key, and it makes a flag, and we win. That's the basic version. The harder version looks exactly the same, except door isn't push. So if we did it the same way, if we did this, whoops, moved that across, broke the rule, came over here, moved the key up, push the key across. We're at the exact same position we were before, except I can't lift the door up. And so I can't see a way of getting the key to the door. Even if these boulders were on the very far side, I would push the key down, but it would end up over here, and then I wouldn't ever get to the door, I don't think. So this is the harder version. I also can't push... Let's just move the key back real quick. Yeah, I also can't push the key one more because there's no way of getting the bubba on the right to take a step to the left without the bubba on the left also taking a step to the left, which of course kills them. Otherwise, I could do this and then I would save the key and we could beat the level, which would be nice. So that doesn't work. And if we... Yeah, in fact, I don't even think there's any other solution. There's only other thing that I can try from here. If we kept the rule locked in at this point, I don't think there's much I can do either. Like, we can push this down, but that doesn't accomplish anything. Maybe it does. No, probably not. Yeah, we did this. We have the same problem, we just can't step onto the rocks. Absolutely living up to its name. So, the next thing I thought about was, well, there's all these words which are almost in reach, up the top here and at the bottom. Maybe there's a way of getting these rocks and, you know, just as a super random idea, I could do this. And then, hey, I've got 3 rocks. Don't really know where that would be useful, but, you know, it's a thing. I thought maybe if I could just get, I'm not sure now. Yeah, I can't get rock is you. Yeah, so maybe there's no use doing that either. And then down the bottom, could I get rock is push? That doesn't help. Yeah, so maybe there's no way of getting to the words that are on the corners of the screen. So what can we do? We do this. Break that apart. Whoops. Oh, that's not going to work. So I feel like there's going to have to be some trick where I push these words across to the left in some strange pattern. I really can't see what it would be. So if we begin it the same way, in fact, let's begin it along the edge like that, just in case. So we can do this. Now we can come down. Oh, so there's another issue here as well, which I hadn't thought of, which is if I put the rocks against the right wall, sorry about that. If I put the rocks against the right wall, I can't actually get the key away from the edge. So that just doesn't work at all. So this idea of having the rocks there and then pushing the key down, I don't think that would work at all. So maybe there's a... Oh, I suddenly have an idea, which doesn't seem too silly. So we can move these words across here, of course. Oh, that's a bit of a weird interaction. Is that useful? Probably not. Maybe we can do this. Now, why would that be good? So my thought was maybe there's a way of doing this. Now we've almost got the key to the door. Again, if we move it one more, we just die, which is bad. This way, keeping rock is pushed almost lets us, if we connected the words up, hang on, sorry. If we connected the words up here, I could step down at that point to push this rock to this square here on the left. But I don't think that helps. Keep doing that. Bubba is key. I don't think yeah, so Bubba is key. I don't think that works. What that would do is Bubba would turn into a key, and then Bubba is you would no longer apply it, so I would just lose control. Also, I think I tried to do that before. I tried to get the... I keep doing that. I tried to get these two rocks over to the left here. And there's just no way to get the rocks there and then also have enough space to push the letters up into the corner. I think it has to be something to do with this, but then probably some weird trick using these rocks as well. Like these rocks, I realize now, could be anywhere, including along the edge. Maybe not along the edge. I'm not sure. Now doing this, we get the key so close. So close. Whoops. If I can just work out a way to get the right Bubba moving one extra square to the left, then we'd have it. But I guess maybe there just isn't a way of doing that. Yeah, we're 2 tiles away from having a solution. And that's not it. Okay, now what if we do what we were doing before? I guess it would be like this. Okay, no, it wouldn't be like that. It would be like this. Now at this point, I can take a step down, which will kill one of the bubbers, and almost give me a spare rock, which really probably isn't worth anything. I can do this, I can move that across. Yeah, that's not going to go anywhere. It's weird they have this difference here. This 5x5 being one up from the other one. It must be for some reason. Like they could have easily just had this be one tile higher and just have one less rock here. But it's been done this way, I think on purpose. One very unreasonable idea I had was do this. Oops. Like that. And now I can move across. As if somehow that would be useful. It would almost be useful if I had an extra rock, because then I could at least move down here. But no, I don't think that works. I'm going to give up on this one. I don't see any way of how to do it. So that's the bonus level in the mountaintop. So then we have this area where I think I finished. No, I haven't finished ABC. But I'd like to finish level 6 because I think that will unlock some new levels for me, which would be a nice change. So this level, what do we have? Bubba's U is in a kind of precarious position because if we turn this thing up the top, which is called a me, into a Kiki, then it'll turn into a Kiki, which is good, but then Kiki's move means it's going to walk forward and it's going to destroy Bubba's U. At which point I can be standing on the flag, but it won't matter because nothing is me. And so we'll lose. But that's, I think, the trick of how we want to solve this level. We want to make, at some point, we want to make me as Kiki. We want to stop Bubba's U from being destroyed, and then we want to stand here and win. Which seems straightforward enough. It's just a matter of working out how we can interrupt this me at the top. So I had some ideas. What is there? Scholar's Swap is useful because I could say something like this. Oh, before I do that, Bugger's Push, so we can put the bug there if we want. Then we can turn it into a skull. Now this ice block here and the one-way travelator over here kind of work in conjunction. In that I can come through here once, and then once I'm done I can exit out of the glass, and when I step on the glass it's going to turn into a wall. So it's a nice little way of being able to access this top section exactly once. Now our skull is swap. Probably has to be in order to win. Yeah, something has to be me in order to win. You, something is you. And that something has to be touching whatever is win, which in this case is going to be the flag. So if there's no you, the music goes quiet and there's literally nothing I can do. I can wait some turns if I want, but nothing will happen. So if this sentence gets broken up, it's basically game over, unless there's some very weird circumstance where something is going to change that. Now this skull is swap, which means if I walk into it, it swaps position with me, which is cute but not super useful as far as I can tell. Now I can go down here and say something like Skull is Kiki, which will end the game sooner, so I don't want to do that. but I could also say, or we can just say me is Kiki and see what happens. Now at this point, the skull just gets swapped with Kiki. It doesn't slow Kiki down at all, and so it doesn't help yet. But I had an idea where I could say something like, we have a spare is up here which we can use. I had an idea where I could say something like this. Oops, not what I wanted. So this says Kiki is me is Kiki. This is kind of like an infinite loop, and we'll see what I mean. If I just press spacebar to let turns go past, Kiki turns into me. Now me waits there for a second, and then turns back into Kiki, and this continues. Now, the reason I think this is useful is because we have skull on me is weak, which means that if the skull could somehow touch the purple character, the skull would get destroyed. No, that's not useful. No, that's right. What I wanted to do was somehow turn this alternating character into a skull, and turn the skull into a me, and that would get rid of the skull. Sorry, this is not being explained very well. I want to turn the purple thing into a skull, I want to turn the skull into a purple thing, and then I want them to somehow touch, because that will destroy the skull, and if the skull is swapping between itself and Kiki, then, well, it'll no longer exist, and so the only thing that'll be moving closer and closer to its important word will be the one on the right, which will move towards flag is win, and it'll get there before the top one does. So that's a very poorly explained idea of what I wanted to do. So maybe something like this. Kiki is me is Kiki. We'll begin the alternating. But then if I move it again, then Kiki is skull is me. And now these two things will do this weird dance. Which almost seems like it would work, but it doesn't. Unless I had two of them and they were both skulls. No, that probably doesn't work either. Maybe. But that sort of thing was the idea. Maybe if I did this, now everything's just a skull. Maybe if I get them closer together. And then do this. Wait. To be honest, I'm not really sure what I'm doing in this level, but I feel like there's something here. Kiki is skull is Kiki. No, you want me to be Kiki, and they want to interrupt it. Oh, that's it. That's it. Aha, this is strange. Okay, this is it. Yeah, Kiki turns into a skull, and the skull turns into Kiki. And then Kiki as skull on the right at the top here. Swaps... No, the skull. Yeah. Kiki moves to the left and becomes a skull. The skull... Yeah, Kiki moves to the left and swaps places with the skull and then becomes a skull itself. Anyway, this is the solution. They keep swapping for eternity, and I can just hit the flag. What a weird level. I was trying to do something. Let's just have a quick look. I was trying to do something fancy where somehow I would have this happen, but I never had that happen. Skull on me is weak. I think I did it. I think I solved this level in a weird way. I think the idea was, I think you wanted this guy up there, the so-called me. You wanted me to turn into a skull. You wanted the skull to turn... You wanted this bug to turn into a me afterwards. Let's just see if I can make any sense of this. We want to turn me into a skull. Like that. And then we want to turn the bug into me. But not yet. No, that's not right. We want to turn the bug into a skull first, so we can move it into place. Bug is skull. Okay, good. Now we can go here, we can move it around, we can get into that position, we can come back out. And then we can say, yeah, then we want to say like me is Kiki is skull. We can't say that all at once. Oh, yes we can. We can go down here. Me is Kiki. I'll have to put that in last. His skull. Oh, that doesn't work either. Yeah, that doesn't do anything. Yeah, I'm not honestly too sure. But I thought there was one weird trick where you turn these two things into each other, and then as me moves to the left, somehow it gets destroyed. That was my thought. And so this me on the right is free to move down and activate the flag. But who cares, that's not the solution. VIP area. That sounds like the place for me. Okay, let's see. Bubru's you, but I can change that. Kiki is defeat and not you, so I'm not allowed to be Kiki. And wall is not you, so I can't be the walls, I can't be Kiki. I can be the flag? Yep, I can be the flag. And I can be the rocks if I say not Bubru is you. Yeah, just those things. We also have wall is wall, so I can't change the wall into something. I can change Kiki into something though. Maybe. Can I? Well, Kiki's kind of in the way there. So it's looking like I can definitely say not Kiki is stop. At which point the rocks are solid, but oops, but I can move into the Kikis, but that's not helpful because Kiki is defeat. So I've really just made everything else solid instead. We don't have any pushes anywhere that I can see, so I can't push the rocks into the Kikis. But the Kikis are stopped anyway. Yeah, but I can't then. Yeah, I can't make something push push it into the key, and then move them out of the way that way. That won't work. So key is stop down here. If I say not key is stop, this looks like it's a little trick I'll have to use at one point. I can do that. Now I can push these words through key, and then I can turn it off again. I don't know why I would want to do that. Unless... now key is stop once more and I can't move it again. Alright, so that might be useful. Another idea is if I do this, yeah, okay, the flag is just stuck in that room, which is fine. We can do this. That's a nice trick. Go down here, move to the left or move to the right. And then break the sentence. Now what's better, this? Ooh. Oh, that's not good. Maybe that's nicer. Yeah, this looks nice. In fact... Oh, the flag. Oh. Let's... Ooh. This is tricky. I honestly don't quite know what I'm doing here. Okay, let's say screw it to the flag for now. That's not going to be useful. Now, I can do this. What I want to do is get a rock down here. What I want to do is get a rock down there. So I can do this and get the word Kiki out without destroying the flag. That's the goal. What can I do with Kiki? I don't know. I certainly can't do that. No. I can say, oh, oops, that was weird. I can say not Kiki is you. But that just lets me move the flag around again like that. Maybe we can get the word stop out. I don't know how that would help. Like, I don't think I can say anything using that word. Alright, so let's think about this some more. Oh, okay, no, that's an idea. If I can do this trick again with the rocks, like that. I can do this. Kiki is not stop. I think at the moment Kiki is not stop. The problem is Kiki is defeat, which means I can't move through Kiki without dying. But I can't push the rocks. Of course I can't push the rocks. What I need to do is I need to move a rock through here somehow. But I can't move the rocks. All I need to do is get something I have control of through here, and then you can push flag as win up, and then I can say not bumper is you and win. I think. Unless I can get words through this way, I could say flag is Baba? That doesn't help. Maybe I could get these words, move them up here, and then use them to kind of push in some sentence. Can't do that. If I have an is here, yeah, that doesn't work. It certainly looks like I have to get through to the other side. But there's no way to move the rocks when the rocks aren't me. And there's no way to move the bubba when the bubba is me. When the bubba's not me, I mean. So it seems a bit messy. What was the name of this level? VIP area. Well, that makes sense. I do like using these rocks to separate Kiki and stop without having to waste the knot. I think that's a really cool trick. I just don't see the next step. But this is a really nice way to start. I can do that. And then I can do this. And then I can do that. I can move up one. And I can break it. Now, that doesn't really do anything. So if I don't do that, So 2 options. Let's just quickly look at them again. Left and then right. Oh, and then right again even if I wanted to. And left. That's cute. But I can't move down or the flag gets pulverized. This is cute as well, although again, probably not useful. But I can do that to give myself a way of moving the flag up without moving the rocks up, like so, which means I can now, oh, I've already moved that in place. Which means I could have came here, moved the flag up, come back, take 2 steps down to have the rock underneath the word Kiki, so I can do that without destroying the flag. But that's going to be in the way first. Oh, okay. Move that there. I'm going to move the is here. And I'll do that. I'm really quite stuck, I think. What if I just do this? No, that doesn't work. Nor that. Okay. We'll do it like this. We did another word there. Also, that was a bad place to put the sentence, but was here. So we can lose a rock and get the word Kiki. Now, what are we going to do with the word Kiki and the words is? I've not played Down Under Dan. That's a pity. Oh, that's right. I forgot about this whole trick. Now I can move all 3 around. Is that useful? Probably not. Well, actually, maybe this is useful. In fact, I think this is the trick. Now I can say not Babu is you, but the interesting thing is that the words have moved. Huh. I think maybe that was the solution here. The reason that having it vertical is nice is because if I still had both rocks and me, well, actually that's not true. This is going to be so strange. I can do this. No, I would want both rocks to be here. I can do this sort of trick where we move both at once. like this, and we're getting it closer and closer to flag is win. The reason I don't think this is going to work is because the word not gets stuck here. I think we wanted both rocks, so I can move. Does that even work? Like at this point, yeah, oops. Yeah, so I think what I wanted to do was somehow get flag is win pushed all the way across. Now to do that, what do I need? I can, if this still made sense, well, let's make it make sense. If I could push Barbuzio across, let's say once more. Oh, that wouldn't get there either. I'm going to give up on this level. No. So I'd want to get is you, and then I would need 2 words in front of both of those. And we have, maybe we can get those words out. This seems like a very difficult way of solving this level, if this is even a solution. The problem is I just can't see a single way to get past the kikis. Nothing is pushable, so I can't push these rocks through. I just have to become the rocks, and then they can't move through because kiki is defeat. That doesn't work either. I need to get the word is separated. Like that. But then the flag's too low. And then I can't do this, but let's just pretend the flag's still there. I can do that, I can move that out. I can't get the other is free unless I sacrifice a rock to do so. And then I have a lot of spare is's. Let's keep the 2 rocks though. Maybe that's nicer. So then the next trick was somehow breaking the word not up. So I can say, whoops. So I can say not kiki is you. Now we control everything. Whoops, I don't want to do that. Now I can move around like this. Which seems good. And the main reason I want to do that is, now I can make a line. This is kind of confusing. Oh, that works too. Oh wait, no it doesn't. It's also weird. Oh, okay. The idea here is that I want to eventually get is you across until it hits the word flag. And now I can move all three at once. But maybe more useful would be doing this. And then I can do that. Oh, my head. Somehow I don't think this is going to be possible. Can you do flag is Bubba is you? Flag is Bubba is you. I could. What that's going to do is it's going to turn the flag into Bubba. And then I can control Bubba, who will be at the top. So it's not going to help with winning, but maybe there's an idea there of having a horizontal word. Flag. No. The problem is I need to get to the word. Oh, actually, my whole idea won't work because I was thinking of making it flag is win. Sorry, flag is you in a vertical line like that. The problem there is flag still isn't win. So so flag is you doesn't actually get us any closer. We already have flag is you because we have not Kiki is you, which includes the flag. So yeah, that doesn't actually work. So we need to get this win happening. We need to get to the win, which I think just means we have to get the word flag up one. So we have to get something in here. Like pushing words in isn't going to do it. Right, like if we shove some words in, I can't use that to push the word flag up. So it seems like I have to get something through, or maybe I have to do something with this word stop. If I could say wall is not stop. Maybe then it would, maybe that's the solution, something like that. What if I say Kiki is not stop? Let's try this. Again, same trick. Like, I think this initial trick here is really nice. I think this has to be part of the answer. Whoops. Well, let's just try it like this. Kiki is not stop. Well, we can't do that now, can we? Alright, let's do this but better. Yeah. Kiki is... Oh, we have to separate is and stop. Sorry about this. Doing my head in, trying to think about... Yeah, like that. But now that rock is stuck there. So I want to say Kiki is not stop, so the most important thing is splitting the is and the stop. Like so. If I do that, then we can't connect them again. Huh. Oops. Okay, I have a silly idea. And it involves keeping this rock stuck between these two words, kind of using the other things to pull it along. One more restart, and then I think I maybe have an idea. Okay, I'm gonna start off like this. Whoops. Then I'm gonna try and move the left rock nice and far left until I can do this. I know, but I just want something to... Yeah, I think you're right. I think this is going to work either. Actually, the way I'm doing it probably isn't a good method anyway. But there was something nice about how it all worked. Yeah, well, let's see what happens if I say Kiki is not stop. I think this level's gotten to the point where I'm just trying stuff that doesn't really make any sense. But Kiki is not stop. Let's see what happens. Yeah, not really too surprising. It's just a pity because I really want to get to the other levels in this chapter and there's no way to do it until I can get through this one. Okay. I'll try one more level and then maybe I'll give up. So in this level, ice is ice, bubba is bubba, Kiki is Kiki. So none of the elements that I can see other than the skull and the flag can change into anything. Text is float, which means it doesn't get teleported. Skull is you. Kiki is float near Kiki. Means that Kiki is currently floating as long as it's near itself. Near just means, I think, on or adjacent to. Ice is push, means we can push the ice, and ice is telly means that we can use the ice to teleport. And then we have Baba over here. So I would like to somehow... And then Wall and Baba and Kiki are stopped. So somehow I want to teleport these two out of the way, but since they're both stopped, it doesn't seem like there should be a way to do that. Yeah. If I could make both Kiki and Baba push, then I could push them down. So that almost seems doable. Now, how can I make them both push? The word Baba's stuck in... The word Baba is stuck here. So I'd have to have Baba is push. Or I could use the big is to say Baba is push. But in both cases, there's a rock above. And then we have this weird near word. So one idea I had was Baba near, let's say Kiki, is push. Almost works, but there's just a bit too much wall above for it to all fit in place. So how does this teleporting work again? If I say ice isn't push, I can move words over it. And ice is teleporter moves me inside that. That doesn't really do anything. We can't actually teleport the word itself. So what I would love to do is teleport the word Kiki inside the word Bubba and then just have them both is push. Yeah, I think I can say I'm stuck on this one. Let's see. If I just say Kiki is... whoops. If I say Kiki is push, it doesn't really do anything. If ice is push as well, there's a lot of words here to work with. So I can push this, but I can't push it into Kiki. But I can teleport, but that doesn't really do much either. Yeah, I think my brain might be fried. I'm going to stop here. Unless 6 was... No, 6 looks like there's too much stuff happening. Yeah, so that's those levels. Then we have whatever levels are down there, which I can't access. We saw the mood levels. Thanks for watching. We haven't really seen... I haven't spent much time in here. Maybe I'll quickly look at this level. Just if I can finish on a level, if I can end the stream finishing a level, that would be a good way to go. So I'll try this for 5 minutes. Okay, hedges stop, bug is bug, belt is belt. Fungus and love is hot. Belt and bug is melt. So these two things will melt if they touch those two things. I want to eventually move this here and then touch the heart. Seems sensible enough. Belt is shift, we can turn off. Oh, we can say belt is push. And we'd like to somehow have it be in this direction, but in this position. What if buffer is shift? Let's remind ourselves what that does. I can push the trees. Oh, I can change things. Oh, I can just push it out that way. That's weird. Okay, sure. I can use that to push the heart. Wait, so what was melt? Belt and bug is melt. So if the belt or the bug touches the fungus or the love, they will get destroyed? Is that useful? I don't think so. Streamers end as soon as I finish this level or give up on it. Whichever one comes first. So, let's see. If we say that, maybe we say belt is shift again. Oh, well, let's say belt is push first. Like, if I do that, yeah, the belt disappears, which we don't want. It's almost like I should set this up here and then have the bug standing on it, maybe? And then if there's somehow a way for me to stand here and move these words around. What if we go to bug with shift again? Does that affect the text at all? No, it doesn't. I like that I can push the trees, but I don't think that's useful. It's cute though. If I said belt is shift, and then bug is push, I mean, it seems like it wants me to do something like this. And then somehow, in the process of getting through here, I can then complete this sentence. That doesn't seem like it's going to be possible. As soon as I do this, the next step, fungus is defeat. So, what can we do about that? What if I had... Okay, here's an idea. Let's go back to bug with shift. Oh, and let's make bug not push. There we go, like that. What if I then say... So I think maybe... Oh, that's not what I want to do. I think I want to say bug is belt. Oh, right, I can use trees to kind of buffer that. That's strange. That's totally going to be a thing, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, that's going to be the trick. Yep, okay. I think I know what it is. I think we do what we were doing last time. Sorry to have to do this again. Like that. And then we want to say belt is shift eventually. Oh, we can say they're both shift. Yeah, we'll want to say belt is shift. And then that'll happen. But we want to use all these trees to make that happen. Oh, okay, that doesn't work. For some reason I thought if I would push these... I put a block there. We had this weird effect happen. But it only happens with one tree. Yeah, I thought I could make a sentence here, and then... It's not gonna work. Yeah, and then use the tree to kind of push outwards. Oh, that doesn't work though. Wild Bubber is shift. Ooh. Ooh, that doesn't work, does it? Huh. Alright, so if I can't use a bug or a belt to move this mushroom out because it's just going to destroy it. Unless I push the belt out at the exact same time that I make the belt shift. So we'll try that, and I promise if that doesn't work, I will stop. Ah, keep forgetting I have to turn this off. There we go. So I'm going to... Oh, yeah, it's going to change its direction, isn't it? Does that do anything useful? Yeah, so my thought was that maybe if I have belt is push, let's say like this. And I do that, I can push the belt and then make it shift. The problem, if we just do this up against the wall, well, a few problems. Yeah, I've really made this more complicated than it has to be. Okay, like that. So that was the idea. I don't think that does anything good. This gets a bit weird because we're pushing the belt around using the text like that. Yeah, so somehow I have to get through here and then trigger that change in the bottom right. Unless there's some way of yeah, there was some way of using this belt to kind of pull the words out, but I don't think that's possible. So we can get the bug out, we can move the belt around, we can move the heart around in there. We can do this weird tree pushing thing. What? Why? Why is that possible? That absolutely doesn't seem like it should be a thing. I'm shifting the tree, which is fine, but the tree is pushing the text. Yeah, this game is so good. I can't stop playing it, but why is that tree pushing it? You can't push trees into trees, you can just push trees into text. Like that happens otherwise. What? So strange. This shift rule is... Okay, yeah, that makes sense. It's so strange though, seeing me pushing a tree, pushing text. I mean, we can end up with all sorts of bizarre situations then where we just have a stack of tree text, tree text, tree text. I can just pull this, I can just push this huge chain. Is that the answer? No, that can't be the answer. Is that the answer? I really hope that's not the answer. Stop making that a thing. There we go. How would that work? I would come in here, I would step left and push some text. I don't think that works. Can you move the bug into the room with the heart, then make bug is Bubba is you? Good question. Yes, no, I can't. Bug is melt and fungus is hot. So as soon as all the belt touches the fungus, it just melts away. Oh yeah, bug is bug. So, yeah, so I guess they've tried to stop that a few ways. Otherwise, maybe bug is Bubba means you could have two Bubbas and then you would be fine. Because you could do something, I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, that would have been nice, but no. This whole moving tree thing is really tripping me up. So I had this thought where maybe if I could come here and then, or even come here and push a word down, and have that form a kind of chain reaction with words and trees, getting to this thing, which could be here, and then a word could pop down onto the ramp, and then come to the right and keep pushing a bunch of trees into this. And in that time, I would have pushed it, and then made 2 steps away. That was my weird idea. I don't think it works purely because yeah, there's too much space. I can't fill all that space with those words, and I would have to have belt his shift, and even maybe bug his shift, or maybe not. Anyway, I don't think it works because I need bug his shift at first anyway. Yeah, there's not going to be enough trees for this. Looks like the stupidest idea. Let's get another tree in here just for fun. So just to check. What? Ah, no. I thought that would work. It doesn't work at all. So trees can push text, but text doesn't push trees. Only I push trees. Okay, I'm going to call it here for now. I'll be back eventually and I'll keep trying this, but right now I just don't know how I'm meant to do this and then come up here and get through here. I'm just a little bit stuck on that. Yeah, that's probably enough. Thanks everyone for watching. Sorry we sort of stalled a bit at the end. I guess I'm getting to all the levels where I just don't quite know what to do. Actually, this is a weirdly similar level. At some point you come down here and you do that, at which point the door opens, but the reed in front of the door becomes deadly. And so you have to do some weird setup so that when you do this, you have a character or something ready to go. So weirdly similar level, haven't solved that one either, and haven't solved this level. Haven't really looked at this level to be honest. Maybe I'll try that one first thing next time. And what else? Yeah, so that is the Deep Forest. Rocket Trip, I think we solved one of the levels. Yeah. We've still got level 13 to do, and then we have Volcanic Cavern. Oh, we've got lots of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels, plus I assume some bonuses to do. This one's fun, just because you can do this. You come up here, you get flagged as win. Totally works. Yeah, I assume there's some bonus levels here, but we just haven't seen them yet. This is a fun one. I'd like to solve that one sometime. And Mountaintop we have one to do, which we looked at. Flower Garden we have a bunch to do, at least 5. All of which I think are pretty tricky. And then yeah, this final level as well I have solved. Unless there's some weird third solution to it, which I haven't seen yet, but who can say? Yeah, anyway, hope you had fun. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.